Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be recording this podcast today. It has been an idea and a thought in my mind for the past few months, and I did not want to put it off any longer. So, in our very first episode, I really wanted to dive into why I created this podcast and also talk a little bit about the meaning of balance in motherhood. So, if you didn't know this about me, I'm also a mom. I have three kids, and my own journey in motherhood has been a huge influence on my desire to create this podcast. For too long, I was trying to prove myself to be the best at everything until I hit burnout in everything. My relationship with my kids and my husband was suffering. My work felt never ending. And my time with friends just kept getting slimmer and slimmer. And I felt like I only had the energy to watch TV and sit on the couch. And of course, I felt guilty for that too. I realized I couldn't grind and hustle forever. It made me feel like I had to choose, and I really didn't want to choose. This is when I realized I needed to focus on balance. So before I dive deeper into what balance is, let's talk about what balance is not. Well, balance is not perfection. It's not having all your shit together, and it's definitely not the things everyone else is doing. In my opinion, living a balanced life means living the life you desire based on your own needs and goals and values. As a mom, I am sure you had so many hopes and dreams of what this journey would look like, and it probably hasn't been easy or turned out the way you hoped. One thing I want you to realize, if you haven't already, is this is not your fault. You were not wrong to idealize this journey. Society has forced us to believe that we should be perfect, have our shit together, and be able to do everything in order to be a good mom. This is far from reality and it's impossible. You can't do all the things. You can't keep a clean and tidy home, cook dinner every night, crush it at work, exercise for an hour 5 times a week, be connected and in tune to your children, and have an amazing relationship with your husband and everything else you think you believe you should be doing without having something give. So it's up to you to choose what you want your life to look like. And that is exactly why I created this podcast. I want to help you create your version of a balanced life. So, my goal is to be interviewing experts, business owners, and other moms to give you the most up to date information on ways you can choose to lead your balanced life. What do I mean by this? Well, here's an example that has only recently been gaining some attention. Did you know it's not normal to pee a little after having children? Sure, it's common, but it's absolutely not normal. How many times have you been brushed off by your primary care provider or your OB-GYN and even your mom as, oh, that's normal, instead of giving a referral to a pelvic floor therapist? And if you're thinking, what's a pelvic floor therapist? You're not alone. And it's topics like these that I'm excited to dive into. Because how can you lead a balanced life if you don't even know all the resources and tools available to you? Here's another example. Have you ever filled out an anxiety or depression survey at your doctor's office and it was never brought up again? Or did you give them information on how overwhelmed you were feeling as a mom and they told you it was normal? Again, feeling overwhelmed in motherhood is common, but it's absolutely not normal. And there are professionals out there who want to help you. So I'm not trying to pick a fight with OB-GYNs or primary care physicians because most of the time they're doing their best with the resources that they have. But you're not going to be able to advocate for yourself unless you're equipped with the right information. And I'm here to do just that. And since most of my guests are moms themselves, we will also be getting real about the common struggles in motherhood and what they've done to overcome those struggles so that maybe you can use what worked for them in your own life. Well, that's all I have for today. Again, I'm so excited for you to be joining me. And thank you so much for listening today. And I can't wait for us to hang out soon.